What's up, awesome Scrum Masters? I hope you are well and delivering value to the company you currently work for. Joshua Patrigi here, and as you can see, I'm currently outside instead of inside my studio. I just don't want to waste this beautiful sunny day in Brisbane today. And in today's video, I want to continue the story of Jenny because the first video about Jenny has received more than 100 likes. Yay! Thanks to all of you. So that you can follow along with today's video, make sure to watch the 8 Scrum Master Hats video and also the first part of What the Scrum Master Does All Day video, the video about Jenny. Link to these 2 videos is in the description section down below. So folks, in today's video, we will see 3 cases, and for each cases, I have placed chapter markers. Just hover the video players to see the chapter markers. Alright folks, without further ado, let's look at 3 more cases that Jenny will need to deal with.
Today is the 40th sprint planning. Cecil, the product owner, saw an opportunity in the market that can increase the value of the current product. The product backlog has a different order than what the team saw a few days ago. The majority of the items on the top order have not been refined by the team. The team thinks that it's not ready to be brought into the sprint.
I noticed the market is quite turbulent in the past 3 weeks. I have added new items on the top order of the product backlog which will hopefully help us stay afloat in the market.
These new product backlog items have not been refined.
This is why we should have had a definition of ready so Cecil doesn't just come into the sprint planning with product backlog items that have not been refined.
Cecil, since these product backlog items are not refined, what would happen if the team could not deliver a perfect increment by the end of the sprint?
I can understand if the delivered increment is not perfect, as long as it is usable. Our goal this sprint is to have a usable increment that we can use for validating our hypothesis. If we get 8 out of 10 positive feedback from our selected customers after they try out the increment, then our hypothesis is validated. I will put my job on the line for the outcome of this sprint.
Team, let's respect and support Cecil. She already said that she will be accountable for the outcome of this sprint and will even put her job on the line. Cecil, how is this sprint goal related to our product goal?
We are pivoting a little bit, but we are still on the right track towards our product goal.
Good to hear that. Team, what do you think about this sprint goal? Any feedback?
Okay. If the sprint goal is to get 8 out of 10 positive feedback from this sprint increment, can we do these top 3 product backlog items?
As long as we can hit the sprint goal, I am okay with that.
In a worst-case scenario, since these top 3 items have not been refined, we might only deliver these 2 product backlog items.
How far would we be from the sprint goal if we can only deliver these 2 product backlog items?
We might still be able to hit the sprint goal, but we might need to negotiate with you on the fidelity of the functionalities.
Okay, thanks for letting me know. Let's work it out throughout the sprint.
Even though as a true leader who serves the Scrum Master empowers the Scrum team to self-manage, the Scrum Master must also highlight the boundaries of self-management. And one of those boundaries is the product goal, which is one of the commitments in Scrum. Using the Point North hat, the Scrum Master should reorient the Scrum team towards the product goal. Besides the Point North hat, the Scrum Master also wears the Uphold Scrum Values hat. And in situations like this, the Scrum Master should emphasize the value respect. As written on Scrum Guide, the Scrum team should respect the product owner's decision. Well, in fact, not only the Scrum team, but everyone in the whole company should respect the product owner's decision. The Scrum team therefore should avoid introducing practices like definition of ready and using it as a political tool to reject any unrefined product backlog items that is brought in by the product owner. Now, I personally think as long as the product owner explicitly says that they will be accountable and will put their job on the line for the outcomes of the sprint in front of the stakeholders, the Scrum team should respect and support the product owner. Because only by respecting the product owner's decision, the company can have a product owner who really has ownership over the product. But on the other hand, the product owner should also empower the Scrum team to use the sprint to create an experiment and use Lean UX practices that can validate their hypothesis rather than use the sprint as a mini waterfall. So it takes 2 to tango.
Susan and Carlos are in conflict. Carlos thinks that the selected product backlog items need further clarification from Cecil. As Susan is the user experience researcher in the Scrum team, Carlos thinks that it's her responsibility to ask Cecil to give more details about this product backlog item.
Hey Susan, would you mind getting clarification from Cecil about this product backlog item?
I am currently working with Anastasia to create test cases for the product backlog items we brought into this sprint. Why should it be specifically me who needs to ask Cecil?
Well, that's your job as a UX researcher, isn't it?
You're not the manager. In fact, as a Scrum team, we're a self-managing team. Nobody tells anyone in the Scrum team what to do.
Even if we're a self-managing team, somebody gotta do it. Otherwise, we may not deliver a usable increment by the end of this sprint. And we can't validate the hypothesis. And this sprint will be a failed sprint.
Why don't we use Kanban and visualize our workflow? We should also put explicit policies so anyone in the team knows what is the next product backlog item to be done. A self-managing team should be using pull system rather than push system.
Okay, let's try out Kanban then. Let's see how Kanban can help us with transparency.
We should also bring this up during the sprint retro.
As we have learned from the 8 Scrum Master hats video, Facilitator hat is one of the hats the Scrum Master wears. Now, in some cases, the Scrum Master may need to facilitate the conflict that arises within the Scrum team. But another hat the Scrum Master wears is the actively observing hat. This is one of the dilemmas of every Scrum Master needs to face, especially when the team has been working together for quite a long time. Sometimes the Scrum Master may let conflict happen within the team because experiencing conflict is one of the processes that every great team must go through. In some cases, when the Scrum Master intervenes and steps in, it may become a disservice for the Scrum team and it may be discounting the team's learning experience. Choosing the right hat to wear and being able to dance in the moment is something that a more experienced Scrum Master knows how to do well. And when the Scrum Master wears the actively observing hat, everyone in the company should not disrespect the Scrum Master by viewing the Scrum Master as someone useless who does nothing in the company.
It's one day before the sprint review. After the sprint's last daily scrum, the Scrum team forecasted that they could not finish the planned sprint backlog. But this was somehow actually expected since some product backlog items were not refined in the previous sprint. The team will ask Jenny to extend the sprint so they will not be blamed by the senior leaders who will be attending the sprint review. The team has experienced the pain of being blamed for not meeting their sprint plan in the past.
Jen, we have a situation. It looks like we might not deliver all of the product backlog items according to our sprint plan.
Is it possible to extend the sprint and reschedule the sprint review?
Carlos said that in a worst-case scenario, we can deliver at least 2 product backlog items. That should make an increment, right?
That's right. We did finish 2 product backlog items, but we're still worried because of what happened to us in the past.
So what happened in the past? Tell me more about it.
The senior management blamed us during the sprint review because we didn't deliver according to our sprint plan.
Even worse, they say that commitment is one of the Scrum values, and they said we didn't live the Scrum values.
I see. In Scrum, we do not commit to the plan or the scope of work. We commit to the sprint goal and the product goal. The plan can change as long as the goals can still be achieved. I will talk to the senior management and let them know the importance of psychological safety. Let's still run the sprint review tomorrow. This is a good exercise for the senior management to hear the truth rather than just hearing what they want to hear. Cecil also mentioned that she will be accountable for the outcomes of this sprint.
In that case, I will talk to Cecil as a heads up so she can prepare what to say to the senior leaders during sprint review. I will also sit with her to show her the increment that we delivered this sprint.
David. Linda. Can I please have a word with you?
Sure, Jen. What's happening?
It's the team sprint review tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I can't wait for it.
The team told me there has been blame game in the past because they could not meet their sprint plan.
Is the team not meeting their sprint commitment again this sprint?
They missed their forecast slightly, but they still hit the sprint goal. In Scrum, we commit to the sprint goal and to the product goal. Can you please support them during sprint review tomorrow? It's important for the team to have psychological safety.
Okay, Jen. We didn't know that in Scrum the commitment is to the goal rather than the plan. Thanks for raising this to our attention.
Scrum, as we know, is based on empiricism, and transparency is one of the 3 pillars of empiricism. Besides transparency, the Scrum team should also live one of the Scrum values, that is openness. In this case, Jenny uses 4 hats at once, that is uphold Scrum values, take action, teaching, and mentoring hat. In some cases, it's not easy for the Scrum team to be transparent and to be open to the stakeholders and to the senior management team. when the culture of the company does not promote psychological safety. As defined in Scrum Guide, the Scrum Master needs to serve the wider company. In many cases, the Scrum Master needs to take action and also wear the teacher and the mentor hat to teach the importance of psychological safety to the senior leaders in the company. That's why I personally think in some cases, in some cultures, it's best to have a Scrum Master from a leadership position. Otherwise, the Scrum Master will not be heard by the senior management and the Scrum Master will end up only working at the team level. Okay, so that is all for today from me, everybody. Thank you for watching today's video until the end, and hopefully by giving you 3 scenarios like this, you will have a better understanding of what the Scrum Master should do in the company and how the Scrum Master role is different to other roles in the company like Project Manager, for example. Now, if you're currently a Scrum Master at your company and want to see more videos specifically targeted towards Scrum Masters, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And now, I want to enjoy this beautiful view and the heat of summer of Brisbane. I will see you in my next video, folks. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye now.